is up, everybody? You have just tuned into the Tether Radio podcast, the only podcast keeping you from spiraling out into the infinite abyss. I'm your host, Daniel, and I am joined, as always, by my lovable two co-hosts, Allie and Larry. Ooh,
yeah.
The air horns make it real.
You know, the worst part is that the live version does not hear the air horn. Again.
What?
Yeah.
So we just go,
Yeah.
It turns out we should just be going barrel.
I know, seriously, I'll dub myself next time. Mirror, 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 mirror.
Yeah.
And you guys can like, I don't know.
It's that
some kind of dance or something.
it's that over the internet thing where certain sounds will cut out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the video that was posted, you can tell that your two laughs at the end didn't come through.
Because it's like giving turns to people kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I understand. I hate it, but I understand. All right. Well, how are you guys' weeks?
Busy,
Insane.
dude. Look at that.
See?
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, everyone just decided to show up to work after a weird 2 weeks and everybody's like, okay, I need everything now. So yeah, it's been busy for me.
It sounds like Allie's February.
I have so many deadlines coming up, and it just wears me out to look at. Like and I fucking might have jury duty next week.
What?
For like,
Dude, I've never been hit up for jury duty. Not that
I
I'm.
have to call Friday to see.
Wait, what is that? It's like a fucking like sweepstakes thing. It's like
That's
call
what
into.
I've had that before, and I didn't have to go.
Oh, yeah.
It almost makes me feel like offended that I've never gotten selected for it, you know?
I'm sure that they probably looked at me and they're like, "Yeah, we don't want you. Thanks, but no thanks."
Too brown. Nah.
No, I'm saying for me, they're like too white, too white. See, that's the thing is they're not choosing either of us for totally different reasons, but kind of the same.
Opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah, for sure.
They need those milk toast people right in the. Oh, I'm sorry.
I love milk toast. I love it.
I'm kidding.
It always breaks my brain because I want to call it milk toast because it's got
that.
But
yeah, dude, I love it.
How does the hat fit before you get into your shenanigans?
Dude, so I'm gonna take the headphones off.
Mm-hmm.
I love this hat. Yeah,
It looks good.
Yep. Larry,
Nice,
we
nice.
were talking about the hats. Look sometime on the site and see if there's an option to add something over the snapback part in the back. Not snapback, but like the
here.
The
adjuster
strap,
dude.
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Because I pretty much only wear baseball caps backwards, and I love ones that say stuff on the back.
So we wanted to add "Show me your titties."
Yes.
Sure.
With
Sure.
these.
It's got to be these. Yeah.
Dude, give me if you guys are on board, I can come up with all kinds of raunchy shit to put on merch.
No, I'm completely joking.
It would be fun to put real quick tangent over that.
I would like that.
That would be a really good thing.
Would it fit?
I would not be opposed.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's an option on that site. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
if
that'd
it
be
was
pretty-
if it was an arch over, maybe.
We could put quick tangent or something.
I've got one that says "Women don't owe you shit," and that fits.
Okay.
It's small, but it fits.
I mean, that works. Honestly. They're like, excuse me, can you turn around and show me the back of your hat, please?
I don't know
Thank
you
you.
shit.
Oh my god, man. Well, thank you guys for asking. My week has been. I'm kidding. No, my week has been fantabulous, and by that I mean.
Liar.
I would say how my week has been, but there's a short stack downstairs that would hear it, and it's mainly because of him that just been dealing with a lot of attitude and like trying to figure out how to get like what is squelch or like Is that right? Squelch that out, like nip it in the bud kind of thing before it gets too crazy, because it's gotten crazy enough for me that I definitely don't want to deal with it, and I definitely don't want him doing that anywhere other than our house kind of thing. So, which supposedly, he doesn't, but it's also one of those things that it's like, oh, when people like tell you, oh no, he was totally fine, he's really good, and it's like, well, is your definition of really good the same as my definition of really good? Because I'm not sure it is. So, but I don't know. Whatever, dealing with it. This is parenting, so whatever. Fuck it. We'll get through it, and we'll I guess hopefully be better parents for it. So, but other than that, man, honestly, it's just been nice to have him in school and actually get shit done around the house. Like legit. How many weeks in the past probably months have I had all my shit on the spreadsheet before me? Right? Yeah.
Before me.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, I bet I could count on one hand how many weeks in the past 6 months, Yeah. Probably 12 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was just really nice to be able to actually fucking get shit done around the house, get stuff done for the podcast. Like, I don't know, man. School is a beautiful thing. Hopefully he is learning also. So, but other than that, man, I don't think that, I think that's about it. That's about all I got. I guess it's time to figure out who the asshole is.
Yeah. And let me go ahead and put it on the spreadsheet, because I did not do
all
that,
good, dude.
As I am trying to fill in dead air. Look at me go.
There you go. Wait, so real quick,
shit.
I'll fill in some dead air for you. This is how silly I am when it comes to like live streaming and all this stuff. Do we have a place that we can look for to see who is in chat? And the only reason that I say that is because I just don't want to
I don't know.
Or that might just be like if you have to log in on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm logged in as me.
Okay, I'm logged in as me too.
What do you mean? What do you mean, like to see who
like,
is and?
Like it shows 4 watching now. Do we think that like if we're logged in as Tether, it will show us who is watching?
No, because it doesn't even show me who is watching.
Okay.
Are you logged in as Tether?
Yeah. Yes. I am.
Okay. So
that was a genuine question. I wasn't.
Yeah, that's why I changed my tone. Like I realized how my tone came across, and I was like, let's change it.
Mine did too. I was like,
hey guys, let's not fight. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Shut your mouth.
All right, man. Let's talk about some assholes.
Man, okay.
And not mine, yours, or Allie's.
I'm gonna try to get through this one. It seemed a little long for my reading level, but here we go.
Gotta push yourself, bro.
I know. I, 29 female, traveled across the country to visit a company regarding an incredible job offer. I spent 2 days touring the company to decide if it would be the right fit for me after years of self-employment. After meeting with the company, I visited my sister, 32 female, and her family a few towns over. We barely get to see each other, because of work and distance. So it was wonderful to spend a few days with her, the family, and her new baby. I was gone for a total of 8 days. I'm assuming that that's going to be important because I didn't read the title. Am I an asshole for canceling our anniversary trip because my husband drowned my terrarium?
I'm going to say probably not.
All right.
I mean, well, so drowned, that sucks for the animals in the terrarium.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know this is because I live in one. Remember, I keep my house at 75 in the summer.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm kidding.
No, you do.
No. No. I do keep my. What I'm joking about is that I live in a terrarium.
No. That is not a joke. No, I am kidding. There is a little bit of moisture in there. Anyway. So yeah, that's the situation. She was gone for 8 days. When I returned home, I was excited to spend time with my husband, 33 male. and tell him about my trip, my visit with my sister, my impression of the city, etc. We were meant to celebrate our anniversary and decided to put off the discussion about whether or not I should accept the job offer until after our anniversary getaway. I arranged for us to go on a luxury train ride. Really?
Okay. It's called the Polar Express. It was around Christmas.
Oh, here we
we
go.
got hot chocolate.
Maybe if I give it, maybe if I had given it like a chance within the next couple of words. So she arranged a luxury train ride because he's a big train enthusiast, and we were meant to leave for the trip 3 days after I got home.
So I have to interrupt you.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what train enthusiasts are called?
Porn stars.
Either of you.
That's
Yes.
a different train,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, seriously.
That's good though.
It's called gaping. No.
Oh.
No, they're called foamers.
Why?
I randomly know this.
That also sounds like a porn thing.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look it up.
Like a porn thing.
Look it up, dude.
I don't like it.
foamers.
I don't like it.
I'm not
No.
Googling foamers.
Look, foamer is used to describe someone who's obsessed with trains.
Man, I really wanted it to be an ology. Like I wanted it to be, but like not trainology, but something like
Railology.
Yeah.
It's a
Study-
Railology? No, that's still porn.
it's a railologist.
The study of railways in general, but especially locomotives, is ferroequinology.
Yikes.
Which-
that's a mouthful.
Like,
Just like porn.
well, equine is like, it means horse.
Oh, yeah.
So like, why is that in there?
Because it tows.
Oh, it's probably because like it was created after the Pony Express.
Fuck. Also, there's a wiki page for rail fans, which
No.
again, we're going back to porn.
There's
We're back to
something.
porn.
Okay, we just need a shirt that's just divided down the center, and it's just like which is porn, which is trains, which is porn, which is trains.
I'm working on another little
There's a
intro
Venn
thing
diagram.
where I did the Bath and Body Works flavors versus Taylor Swift songs. I'm making one now. I had an idea there.
Dude, that was fun.
That was fun.
And
I want to do more of those. Yeah.
It was very
Yeah.
difficult.
My next one's gonna be emo song titles though. That's one hint. You don't get the other.
Okay. All right. I like it.
So many things that went through my mind throughout that entire like
Okay,
man.
we're drowning in a terrarium. Let's get back to
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Where was I? There we go. Oh, so
train ride. Yeah.
Yes.
3 days. They were scheduled to leave 3 days after she got home, but that's when the problems started. I have a very large closed bioactive terrarium, which I made with my mother 15 years ago.
Nerd. No, just kidding. That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it's one of my favorite things I have of her before she passed. This terrarium is my pride and joy, and has come with me everywhere we have since planted it. Whatever, everywhere. Yeah. It was always super healthy and beautiful, and I've only ever had to open it 4 times to do a little maintenance and watering. My husband knows all of this, which is why I don't understand why he decided to tamper with it in my absence. I didn't notice the night I got home because I was so exhausted. But the next morning I went to check on the terrarium to find it in a terrible state. The roots were rotting and the plants dying and molding. He told me that the day I left, he poured a few cups of water into the vessel and sealed it again. I was so mad I cried, and it turned into a huge argument because, quote, it's just a plant, unquote. And, quote, all you do is look at it anyway, unquote.
Oh my God.
He called me ungrateful and overdramatic, and that I should appreciate that his intention was to help me, and that he didn't ask because he didn't want to bother me on my trip.
No.
I ended up canceling our anniversary plans, partly because I was too upset that I didn't want to, partly because I was so upset that I didn't want to go, and partly because I wanted to try and salvage the plants, and that would require time. He hit the roof like a Looney Tune. When I told him, I added the Looney Tune part.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote was jealous how he hit the roof.
Acme Corporation called me when I told him, and now and is now sleeping in a separate room and refusing to speak to me because, according to him, I'm being petty and trying to destroy our marriage. Am I being oversensitive about my plants? My friends are pretty evenly split and have pointed out that he was just trying to be thoughtful, however misguided it was. There is a TLDR,
What?
but too late for that.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Dude, that should no. She's only ever opened this thing to do any maintenance to it 4 times in 15 years. No, he was deliberately fucking with this.
You think so?
There's no way. She knew she was going to be gone for 8 days. It wasn't like an unplanned. Like she didn't. She didn't get.
She didn't ask him to do anything with it, right?
No.
So.
Yeah. So what do you think? Yeah, I don't think like if he knew about it.
This is sabotage.
And she
I really
only
do. I
opened
really.
it.
I
think
think
it is. I think it is.
Because if she opens it up that like not that often, and he's like, oh, you think common sense, although it's not common, you'd think you'd be like, I know I'm trying to do something nice, but this doesn't happen often, so why should I do it now? You know what I'm saying? Or at least, I guess.
It says that he poured Brondo on it because plants love electrolytes. Is that what?
I don't know what Brondo is.
Oh, damn it. This fell flat.
Fuck.
Anybody
Was that a
that's seen
bit?
Idiocracy? Oh my God, you would love Idiocracy.
I know.
But anyway, damn it. All the people out there that saw Idiocracy. Hey. No, it's these. Basically, they go into the future and they can't get any crops to grow because they're pouring pretty much Gatorade on them, and they're like, "Well, it's got electrolytes. Plants crave them." You know? Anyway, anywho, let's move on with that.
Yeah, I don't know,
dude.
I don't think she's the asshole.
No.
I don't think she's the asshole.
It's
I think
one.
he really did this maliciously. Like I think it was deliberate to fuck up her thing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I just what would compel him to do that?
the only
That
thing
he's annoyed that she pays attention and that she likes it. There's so many people that are just terrible in relationships that do shit like this, you know?
I noticed that you looked at me. No, just kidding. Kidding.
I'm like,
I thought we had a beautiful friendship, Allie.
I'm
I
trying to
did
think.
until you drowned my terrarium.
Until I asked you to watch my terrarium and you dumped Mountain Dew on it because you thought that they wanted to do the do.
It craves the Baja Blast.
Damn it.
No, dude. I disagree with her friends. I think that I'm not sure that I would take it as far as she took it, but at the same time, I understand the sentimental
giving
value.
That guy too much credit. Like
I agree.
The ones that are like, oh, he was not trying to help. He knew better.
Yeah.
He was on purpose.
Yeah.
And then for him to not even like be apologetic, he was like just gaslighting her. He was like, well, I was trying to help, but like, see where that got me.
He poured a few cups of water. I mean, like, has he ever helped her maintain this thing ever?
She
No.
had
I'm
it
sure
for
the answer's
15
no, so-
years, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you
No,
know,
I agree with you. Like, this is, but what hits deeper for me is the fact that she made it with her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like her mom's passed.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude.
It's just a plant. All
Yeah.
you do is look at it anyway.
Yeah.
No,
No, this dude
was cruelty.
sounds-
it
yeah.
has legitimate sentimental value. Not that any sentimental value is not legitimate, but like, I mean, you know, she built it with her mom, which is not around anymore. It's like you've been in a relationship and having to go out of town and you have a pet that needs regular medication, right? And somebody just neglects it. Well, you know, barking way too fucking much. Yeah, it was
Most dogs don't need seizure medicine, like something like that. Yeah.
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 Nah, this is, I think that she's not the asshole.
He only showed a little bit of rabies symptoms, like. That's not the same thing, but you know, I was trying to make light of this. Trying to make light of the situation didn't work out for me.
Sure.
I think legit. I think that's I hadn't looked through comments. I literally looked at the top
most of the comments were like, no, that was on purpose. Like,
yeah,
it's
just
spiteful.
jealous of the connection that you still have with your mom via the plant, stuff like that. Like,
that's weird.
Yeah,
The jealousy is weird.
yeah.
So
I can see it, though.
Brandon Solomon has
divorce.
joined.
Sorry. Say what?
I said Brandon Solomon has joined the live. So
Yo.
welcome early this time. Also, I'd like to say,
welcome, Brandon.
for those of you that are joining us live, all 70,000 of you.
Oh, man, we can't send the shout out to everyone.
Trying to keep up with the chat.
If you caught the Emma the asshole segment and you have thoughts, let me know, and I will insert them as I can. Now, I know this may be annoying for those of you listening on Monday, but you know what? Do better. I'm just kidding. We love you.
Maybe they'll be jealous that they weren't listening live, and they'll do better next week.
Exactly. And honestly, I want to give Brandon the proper hello. Welcome, Brandon Tholoman. So,
I don't know how I would take that like out of context. Obviously, that means something to you two, right?
No,
he
just said
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Oh, come on, dude.
Totally
Keep up, bro.
It's been
Larry can't read. Larry didn't see that comment.
It's been like what, a year since that bit. So
yeah, yeah.
I still think it every time I see Bruce Willis's name on
dude,
it.
and Jason Statham.
God damn it, no.
Those two, I just want to see a flipping like celebrity death match, man. That's what I want to see. So.
Wes texted me the other day, and he was like, there's an annual 3-week-long conference where people take turns reading a chapter of Infinite Jest in its entirety. You want to go?
No.
Oh, my God.
Nope.
That would be rough. All right. So how are we going to kick this off after that bad boy?
Can I tell you? Okay, I want to do 2 different Slate things.
Okay.
Do you want to hear about the tiny secret tricks that people use to test their partner's dedication?
Oh, hell, here we go.
Or do you want to hear how you should be, like what time of day you should be doing certain things?
So I feel like we should do the first one just because one of these could be watering your significant other's career.
Perfect. Okay, good. Larry, you've seen the orange peel theory on TikTok, right?
I don't. It doesn't pop to mind, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Good, because it's dumb as hell, but I will still tell you guys about it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what kicked this off. Last November, a TikToker uploaded a slideshow that purportedly reveals the melancholy text messages sent by 2 exes who clearly hadn't spoken in a while, blah, 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 blah. Why is that part in there? Anyway, there's an... Oh, okay. There was one specific line in that slideshow that captured the attention of the internet when one of the lovers fondly remembers... I'm misreading that as like fondling, right? Yeah. Remembers how the other would peel their oranges for them in the morning. It's one of those subtle acts of kindness that tend to smolder in memory. And as the TikTok racked up over 16 million plays, a helpful audit of our own romantic lives. So the orange peel theory, as it is now known, is simple. If you ask a partner or even a friend to peel an orange for you, would they do it, or would they just be like, no, go fuck off? And it's like peeling an orange, of course, does not take much effort and tends to be a basic motor function most humans develop by the age of 5.
Wait, is this a cutie or is this like a navel? Like, what?
It's orange.
Yeah, I was about to say, because it depends on the person that I ask. So I'd like to think that Allie and I are pretty good friends, right? I could be wrong.
I'm peeling your orange.
Yeah,
peeling your orange.
Exactly. I know that she would absolutely not peel my orange. Now, if I ask Daniel,
this is a double entendre also. So it's like
in that case, I would be peeling Allie's orange. That sounded wrong just coming out. Oh, I'm so
seriously, just stop by your head, bro.
Also, I was actually going to get into this. I don't want to peel your orange. I hate getting it under my fingernails.
Oh, I kind of like it.
See? You can peel my orange.
No, but just because... God.
Clip.
Podcast has been canceled.
I had this little orange peeler tool.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
It was like $1, and it's like
it's got like 3 different functions, kind of thing.
It's fantastic. I'm obsessed with that thing because you get it started, you don't fuck up underneath your nails.
Mm-hmm. Matt Redden wants to know if this is a sex thing. Or no, specifically a segs thing.
The answer is maybe.
It's supposed to be.
The answer is...
For real about peeling an orange.
How much?
It maybe.
But
I don't know.
there was a reason, like if you were like, if y'all painted your nails and your nails were wet, sure, fine. My ex hated so much if my nails were drying and I asked him to do something basic. I would seriously go get another beer out of the fridge and be like, will you open this? My nails are wet.
Yeah.
he would pitch a little fit.
Well, I mean,
Dude,
that's your ex.
If
I mean,
Megan was sitting on the
like,
if Megan was sitting on the fucking couch and just didn't want to get up to get an orange and peel it, I'd fucking peel it and give it to her. It's like it's a
handy,
fucking
I
peeling
wouldn't
an
care.
orange.
Yeah.
I like that citrus scent though.
I like the scent. I just feel like I cannot get it out from under my nails ever. No matter how short my nails are or anything. Like, it just...
Yeah.
But the whole thing, and this is like, oh, well, if they really loved you, they'd peel an orange without even... No, shut up. Shut up. Everybody's different about different things. Like, whatever. I get the point, but also, like, maybe I don't like fucking peeling an orange.
Sure. No, dude, I get it.
But also, I now, when I want another beer, even back then too, I use my lemon zester to open it because it's got like the perfect little angle.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you don't use your pry bar? Is that what you're saying?
And a little spit.
I don't usually have it handy.
Wasn't it the other thing, spit in a pry bar? That was last episode. Once again, we are teetering on some kind of sexual something that, like, I'm not sure if it's been named yet. So
now TikTok is full of women doing this orange peel theory on their husbands and boyfriends and stuff.
Of course they
and
are.
Like, but some of them are just garbage. Like, you can tell some of them are just deliberate skits because the guy just flips out and is like, "You're not that special. Peel your own fucking orange." It's like, whoa.
Jesus.
So then this story gets into the ways that people that work for Slate test the people that they date.
Oh, okay.
So I'm more interested in that. I just had to get to it.
Yeah, you gotta have the interest.
Hold on. Wait a second. So is one of the requirements for working for Slate, it's like, how toxic can you be in a relationship? Like, how many tests can we put your significant other under? And are you comfortable with bondage and anal?
There's another terrible TikTok thing right now where the girl just takes ketchup and squeezes some out on the kitchen counter.
Why?
And asks the guy to clean it.
Oh, I saw this.
While
I would
him
seriously
watching
go,
her deliberately
no.
squeezing it?
Yeah. Like, not by accident while you're like, she gets it out of the fridge, squeezes it on the counter, and then is like, "Will you clean that up?" And it's like a test to show that, like, whether the guy knows how to clean properly.
So I'd say yes. And then I go in our closet, I get one of Megan's shirts, and then I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm opening her terrarium and I'm scooting all of the ketchup into the terrarium. I'm getting the blowtorch. I'm
seriously. I drop a few like M80s in there, just
I would seriously be like, no, you
that's
just
silly.
did that for no.
Yeah.
What a pain in my ass.
Yeah. Man, social media is great.
It's so strange.
By great, I mean it's the fucking cancer of society.
God. And then there's also when women will go up to the guy they're dating and be like, "Name a woman," and he'll be like, "I don't know, Michelle Obama," and she'll be like, "Me? You didn't say me?" And it's like, you just said name a.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so if somebody comes up and asks you a question like that, you're not going to.
No.
I feel like you're not going to respond with the person that's asking.
Name your favorite woman. Like,
yeah. That's weird.
All these little tests are dumb.
Yeah.
So some of these are not as bad. This one girl says you can tell a lot about someone by whether or not they'll let you use their body heat to warm your external appendages. So like, I can put my toes in like your knee pits to like warm up my feet.
But that's kind of brutal too. Like sometimes I'll be like, Megan, these are the spots that you can have.
Right.
Because she'll go for like belly stuff. And I'm like, no. Fuck that. You can have my neck. You can have my knee pits. Like,
Megan,
that's all you got, dude.
Megan, I hope you know, maybe unknowingly, what you signed up for whenever Daniel started this podcast and started divulging things, because last week we found out that you soak. Now,
oh, get the fuck out! Only on the weekend.
So, another person that they talked to said that she takes all her prospective first dates to a beloved dive bar that serves gigantic goblets of Budweiser for $3. And if they don't react with enthusiasm, then their courtship is destined to not work out long term.
Dude, fuck
quote,
yeah. What's up?
One guy asked for a smaller glass to drink out of.
What?
Okay.
No. Dude, I would.
That's weird.
I'd be down. Take me to somewhere that serves pictures of PBR. It's on, girl.
Larry wants to get picked up by one of these slate riders.
Dude,
Like-
take me to an Applebee's. Come on.
He's like, dude, you can warm yourself on any part of my body. I'll peel your oranges. I'll drink your big ass Bud Lights. Like whatever the fuck you want, man.
Then
I'm
I'll be like, so we going to Chili's or?
yeah.
Another lady would occasionally test romantic partners by pretending something was mildly off with her food order, like saying, "Oh, my fries are kind of cold," to see if her date is exceptionally rude to the wait staff about her little critique.
Oh, that's like bringing in a third party. I don't like that at all.
Slate's executive editor likes when her husband carries her skis for her, with the important note that skiing is more of her husband's hobby than hers.
Oh, you can tell she's a executive editor because she skis.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
She only skis because her husband does.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. We only go to Aspen on the off seasons, so
Yeah.
good.
No, it's the Whistler. It's
Another girl wakes up thirsty in the middle of the night and asks her boyfriend to go get her a drink of water, and he does it without any reservations. No.
So hang on. So that would mean that she would wake up and then wake him up
Right.
to go get her water, and I'd be like, Megan, so you're already
awake,
up.
but I don't think so.
But still, it's like, well, that's why you have a fucking like water jug or not water jug, water bottle.
Entire gallon of water.
I'm over here. I feel like fucking Paul. Like
It's fair to call a jug.
Isn't that what the fuck all these Stanley cups are for? So that you don't run out of water?
yeah, true.
Another person appreciates it when someone returns a lent car to her with the gas tank full. Okay.
I've never lended my car to anyone.
That's just common decency. You
Never
know?
lent my car to someone.
Yeah.
I don't hate that word.
Yeah.
It's just being a decent human being. I mean, U-Haul makes you do it. You know what I'm saying?
This is different.
Yeah, this is a personal vehicle,
This is
dude.
not a paid contract, dog.
Just saying, it's a nice thing to do.
True.
Staff writer Heather Schwedel looks for someone who will give up the better seat at a restaurant table. So if you're at like one side's chair and one side's booth, let me have the booth.
I would
side.
absolutely do that. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
But I also
it depends.
I also let her sit first.
Yeah.
So she gets
She can pick.
fucking first pick anyway.
Yeah.
So
Someone else says it's a good idea to seek out people who are on good terms with their exes. I've never sought that out. What?
Oh,
say that again.
Like you're just on good terms with your exes. Like
So
you don't have to be friends with them, but you speak kindly about. Okay, that's fair. If you speak kindly about them, that's fine. That's
I
fine.
was about to say
They still hang out.
like
Yeah.
this person only exclusively dates people that are still in contact and regularly hang out with their exes. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Be weird.
And then the person that wrote this whole thing said that I often walk to the corner bodega after dinner, usually around 8 p.m., so I can buy a treat for my fiance, usually a tiny cup of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, which is the perfect way to remind you that life is not so bad. That's kind of nice. I don't feel like you have to do it every night.
Yeah, they said every night.
Often.
But
Often, okay.
how is that
What do you think often means?
No.
how is that a
Like
test?
3-5 nights.
Often,
3,
I would
4.
say, yeah, probably less than half of the
Four.
week.
I would say around half, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would consider it often if they did it like once a week or something. Like that just seems.
Yeah.
I would think, well, yeah,
Like,
once a week would be
schedule
pretty
thing.
often. Yeah.
Almost. Often is if you don't do it and you're like, okay, this is off, right?
Yeah.
Get it off. Then okay. Anyway.
Oh, you with the stuff. All right, so I've got a random thing that I was thinking about earlier today, and I'm just going to put you guys on the spot and get you to answer. I want you. What?
You literally said you with the stuff. You didn't. in my mind, I don't know, man. My mind is everywhere today. In case you can't tell,
I don't know what you're saying.
I have no idea. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying.
you're like you with the stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's a very minimalistic thing to say about me saying something. I don't know where I was going with this as soon as my mouth
Wait,
opened.
you've never heard me say that before? It's like you with the stuff. Like, put it away. Like,
honestly,
come
Daniel,
on.
honestly, it's not that deep. I was just like mouthing things that were going out of my mind, like mind to mouth, no filter. So
Okay,
just
so we're
skip
talking
over
about
it.
Like
Yeah.
always.
stream of consciousness. Got it.
move
Normal
on.
Larry.
Let's just move on for a minute, please.
All right, so here we go. Random interjection in the podcast. I want to know, get your mind around restaurants.
Okay.
Okay. Fast food restaurants specifically.
Okay.
And I'm going to call out a meal, and you guys are going to, I'm going to start with Larry on the first one, and then I'm going to start with you on the second one, then we'll go back to Larry and flip flop, kind of like that. But then you're both going to answer, kind of thing. Okay.
Okay.
So, but that's how we're going to start. Larry, you're going to start us off. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so best fast food restaurant breakfast.
Waffle House.
Allie.
That's not fast food.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
that's
it's not
right.
fast food.
Okay. Fast food restaurant. First one that pops in my head. I'm pressuring.
No, like what do you think? What's your go-to? Go-to quick.
McDonald's.
Hardee's.
Hardee's. Okay. Lunch.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Larry.
Chick-fil-A.
That's good. We'll say dinner.
Taco Bell.
Five Guys.
Oh, sorry.
Five Guys, Taco Bell.
Ooh, Five Guys is on the cusp of not being. I'll allow it.
2 a.m. trashed.
Taco Bell.
Waffle
Taco
House.
Okay, dude, I'll give you Waffle
I'm
House.
not fucking with a Waffle House, man.
I know, I don't want to wait around that long. I was thinking about, like, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like their favorite places to eat. And this one dude was like, "Oh yeah, I fucking love Arby's."
Okay, I do love Arby's.
Really?
Big fan.
Okay.
Big fan.
What do you order at Arby's? Like, do you get a roast beef sandwich?
I got a beef and cheddar because I'm not crazy.
Okay. And then curly fries, of course.
Well, sometimes mott sticks because their mott sticks are good.
Ooh, okay.
Good,
I like
good.
that. But this one of the hosts on this podcast had never been to a fucking Arby's.
Why? That's
I thought you meant on ours, and I was like, false.
We've all been there. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. But no, I just heard that and I was like, that's so fucking random. I'm totally gonna take that to our podcast.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say the best 2 a.m. trashed meal is going home and cooking some bullshit.
Oh, dude, I
Big
one time,
fan.
Dude.
I came off the strip really fucking roasted. Came home and made fucking biscuits and gravy.
Oh yeah.
And
oh,
like me and my girlfriend at the
yeah.
time
like make a meal.
sat down and just fucking ate 2 like plates of like 4 biscuits each and just like a floating in gravy. And I was just like,
for me, it's just making ramen and throwing random shit into it.
ooh.
Well, that's
random
ramen all the
shit
time
ramen.
though. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I'm glad you answered that
RSR,
one,
bro.
Ellie. Yeah, I was waiting to interject with Wes's comment, but I didn't want to interrupt Daniel. So,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Wes just wanted to know if this is where we read a chapter of Moby Dick.
Oh my God, Wes, you can call me Ishmael, brother.
Because that's the only part of Moby Dick he knows.
Say what?
Because that's the only part of Moby Dick you know. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. All right, Allie, do you have any more of the slate
No,
stuff?
that was the very last.
No? Okay.
I have a Moby Dick thing I'll get to later. Like it just barely touches on it, but I was like, hey, more Moby Dick content. Love to see it.
All right, man. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna push this. I'm having too much fun to like go super dry.
Yeah.
So, God, but I'm gonna have to get a little dry with you guys. Sorry. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about Twitter, or I'm sorry, X.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, or as we refer to it on here, Twix. So, Twix restores searches for Taylor Swift after temporary block in response to flood of explicit AI fakes. Larry, I have a question for you. Did you see one of these fakes?
No, not one of these. No.
Okay. I was just wondering because I figured like you would have been hot on it, and I was going to ask because I was very tempted, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the fucking high road. So I did not try to look it up, but at the same time, I wouldn't look away. So
I mean, I wouldn't dedicate, like, I'm not above dedicating a good 30 minutes searching, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
30 minutes searching?
well, I
Listen.
wouldn't search for 30 minutes.
Get
I'd
your
be like,
social in 30 minutes, dog. Like, what are you spending 30 minutes looking for?
I'd probably be like, honestly, I think my ADHD would like kick in.
You know
and
how
I'd
many
like,
message boards there are, or image boards, I should say, that you have to dig through those.
well, but at the same time, like, and I don't think I covered this, but like Google search has turned into like shit.
You did. We talked about it.
Okay.
You did cover it, yeah.
Because it's basically just Quora and is it called Quora?
Yeah.
Is that how?
Yeah.
And then Reddit stuff.
Yeah.
You can't get any of the small forums and all that shit anymore.
No.
But which is disappointing because those are the fun places to hang out. So, anywho, so X, the social network owned by Elon Musk, formerly known as Twitter. Why does everybody still feel like they need? Like, is it that confusing to everyone at this point?
Because, you know,
Like old people,
X
I guess?
is just not going to work. It's Twitter.
Yeah,
That's one of the.
It is.
If Google or Facebook decided to change their name tomorrow, like, you know, Facebook
You mean
did
like
it
Meta?
direct.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I was
Meta.
gonna
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Facebook did it the right way because it's Meta is the like the parent entity, right? But
Yeah.
something like Twitter or Google, you don't hear people like say, like, if Google said, okay, we're going to go as Alphabet, you know, that's not going to work. That's too much of a name already for you to change it.
Yeah, true. So basically, Twix has finally taken a rudimentary step at the platform level to try to slow the spread of fake graphic images of Taylor Swift. By the way, anybody in the chat, if you saw any of these images, I just want to know what you thought about it in the chat. So, as of Saturday, January 27th, searches on X for, quote, Taylor Swift, end quote, returned an error message that said something went wrong, try reloading. However, as users pointed out, X appears to be blocking only that specific text string. A query for, say, quote, Taylor AI Swift, end quote, still is allowed on X. Regarding the change to block searches for Taylor Swift, X head of business operations, Joe Benarock, said in a statement, quote, this is a temporary action and done with an abundance of caution as we prioritize safety on this issue. So basically, let's see. Then SAG-AFTRA, which I don't, if anybody that doesn't know, it's like the big union for actors and film production and stuff like that. So they issued a statement condemning the Swift fake images as, quote, upsetting, harmful, and deeply concerning, and said the development and dissemination of fake images, especially those of a lewd nature without someone's consent must be made illegal, end quote. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, in an interview with NBC News, called the fake Swift porn images, quote, alarming and terrible, and said that, quote, we have to act. And that, quote, irrespective of what your standing on any particular issue is, I think we all benefit when the online world is a safe world. Excuse me.
I think that
So-
this got to the level that it is because of I don't know, Daniel, if you're aware of it, and I know Allie, you probably heard of it, but like the Swiftie effect. I don't know if that's the right term, but like there's this,
Like her followers? Is that what you're
yeah,
referencing?
yeah, that they're capable of, because she has so many that they're capable of like taking down whatever, or, you know,
Sure.
she did legitimately increase voting capacity at one point. So I guess it's the level of influence is what I'm trying to say. That probably got X's attention.
This is what got my attention, is that we all agree that X is like a pretty huge platform for anyone getting messages out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, I feel like that's pretty benign.
I feel like, am I missing something here? That seems like we're all going to agree.
No,
on.
No, you're not. But this is the thing that's crazy, is that at the drop of a hat, they can shut down searches for anything
Yeah.
and just return errors.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah,
That does not,
that's
that rubs me
concerning.
the wrong fucking way.
That's
man.
that's
probably-
concerning.
like,
But
it's probably good so that if something like starts trending that just brings up like child sexual assault materials or something, like
Sure.
then that should be if you can
I
shut
agree.
that down that quick.
I agree, but you could also see the way that it could potentially be weaponized against any entity. Period.
any subject that X deems not worthy of being spread.
Yeah, which is a public company.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, a private company at this point, and it's one of these things that it's like, oh, well, you don't have to fucking return results for searches.
Honestly, this is just me throwing wet paper towels at a wall.
What is that a thing? Is that a saying?
No, no, it's not. Maybe it just.
But I know where you're getting at. So
maybe it just took up so much bandwidth of like the amount of people because of her popularity. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're
many people
literally
were doing
saying.
it.
I mean, they said that they blocked it. Like X, well, you're right. It does say X appears to be blocking only that specific text string.
Yeah, because so many people were doing it that it was taking up so much of their bandwidth. Like maybe it was like a monetary thing where, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to correlate anything to cost.
No. Honestly, no. That's a very good point. That's because it's not like they came out and said, "Yeah, you're right. We shut this down," or at least I don't think at this point. But this is the thing that kind of I don't know. So an update to the article said X reinstated searches for Taylor Swift after blocking them over the weekend as a temporary measure to address a flood of fake sexual images of the singer. All right, so now we're into the thing that it's like they chose to do this shit, and then it's like, oh, okay, so hang on. So maybe X doesn't want whatever to get out there. Well, we're just going to shut it down, or we're going to call it a deep fake, or whatever. We're getting into that territory. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting into like politicians saying shit, and it's like, well, I didn't say that. That's a deep fake.
Yeah.
Oh, well, pull that off X. Don't return results.
Honestly, well, shit. Should I say this? Fuck it. Whatever. I'm surprised there's nothing out there of hers right now. But that there are several factors behind that because, again, of her popularity to where she could literally take you down if she wanted to for something like that. Like with the iCloud leaks of so many celebrities and their iCloud being leaked and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
It was just one of these things that everybody gets all upset about, like, oh, free speech and blah, blah, blah. And I know this doesn't fall under free speech because it totally violates their terms or whatever, terms and conditions or whatever the fuck it is. Because it's like, oh, it's basically revenge porn kind of thing, but like AI generated kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the issue where I'm like this, I understand.
It borders on defamation.
Maybe defamation.
Yeah, it's definitely defamation. Yeah.
So, but it's one of these things that I'm like, man, we're getting into this really, really big gray area of like, oh, people just being able to say, oh, I didn't do that, or that's not me. Like somebody made that, And because legitimately, the AI generated shit. Yeah, dude. Can you really tell? Can you not tell? I don't fucking know. I hadn't looked at enough of it.
It's funny that you brought that up because just today I sent Allie an image that's purely AI generated. I don't know if she ever saw it or not, but
I've seen it. It's all over the internet, dog. Like, everything you've seen me, I've seen 3 months ago. Like
it was like a Christmas card photo shoot of Joe Biden and Donald Trump. It's funny as shit, and I just had to share it with someone.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. But the thing is man, I'm just like, I don't trust any of these motherfuckers because
Yeah,
they all think they're so fucking arrogant and they're so full of hubris and like it's insane, man. And so just to like give them some kind of power to like, I mean, basically control media. I mean, a huge swath of media. So
then you've also like
where do you draw the
considering-
line? Kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. It's like where you draw the line because if it is a deep fake, like then it's garbage of you to leave it up.
Oh no, and
know,
that's
I know you
that's the
got-
thing
yeah.
is like I'm tussling with it myself
Yeah.
because I don't know where the line is that it's like, oh, we're allowing people to express themselves, but we're not allowing people to defame other people
Yeah.
and you know put this shit out there that's just completely fabricated. So I just like I wanted to bring this up, not that I fucking have answers or anything, but like it was just one of these things that I'm like, man, I see why they did it, and I don't disagree because yeah, dude, if it was my ass that was getting posted all
Yeah.
over X, that it was like whatever banging a goat or some shit.
Your literal ass.
Like honestly, it was at least like 5 to 10 years ago. Like like why can't we drop this shit?
like I
now?
feel like there's got to be. I mean, like what is that called?
The statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Clear now, man.
Yeah.
Like
No, but it was just one of these things that like I understand it, but I'm like, man, we're just in this really weird spot right now with
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
That we don't have enough like ways to actually say whether or not it is a deep fake or not a deep fake.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it just gives anybody that's got any kind of money a fucking way out that it's like, oh, well, it was a deep fake.
Yeah.
You know, give it a fucking watermark or whatever that says deep fake or what, you know what I'm saying? Even though this is a real sex tape of like a politician or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like this is just it's weird. We're in a weird spot and I don't know. I don't really have a lot else to say about it. So, but I thought this was an interesting. I don't know what's the word, like a exercise in like fucking thought almost kind of thing. So, but yeah, so I wanted to cover that just for that reason because I wanted people to think about this shit. So, anywho, that's all I got for that. Sorry, that was kind of dry, but yeah. We'll bring it back.
It wasn't as dry as you thought it would be. I mean,
no, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
You're okay.
I can get us back wet real quick.
Oh God.
All right, let's talk about a staffer that was fired after emailing DA Brooke Jenkins about panties.
I saw you said that and then you clicked on that and I was like, oh no.
No, I thought this was kind of like this was actually cut and dry, like
Yeah.
completely and just ridiculous.
Okay, the way that the word panties is in quotes in the headline makes me think it's possibly a typo, and I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Joey of friend legend who y'all probably think doesn't exist, but
He doesn't.
he had to email somebody one time about like a certain part with like his job, and it needed to say black lids, and it auto corrected to black kids. And the email was like, I need to buy like 3,000 black kids from you when you have a chance or something. And he was like, oh no. And it was just like a 2-sentence long email. He just fired off and sent it. And then he was like, no.
So, in the same vein of that, my brother was telling me about this email he sent to like this dude that he was trying to drum up business with.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I'd love to like whatever. It was somehow the phrase like touch base or something with you in the near future. And it autocorrected to touch asses or something like that.
That is a lot of correction.
Yeah, well, exactly. And he was like, so I said, I said that. And I was just like,
yes, in both. Like I can see it.
it was just like,
I was like,
just
like touch face about it, you know?
yeah. Dude, it was one of the funniest fucking like.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
We submitted a grant at work that we realized like years later. that when we typed food pantry in it, it got submitted with food panty. At one part in it, like, I mean,
Dude, I think I bought those at like
Costco. Yeah, I got those at Costco.
I got them at Sexy Stew.
You shop there too?
Those edible undies, bro.
oh man.
No.
Oh yeah, this was not a typo though, huh?
No, this was just a straight up, yeah.
It was just being creepy.
Yep. So a staff member in the San Francisco District Attorney's Office was fired after sending an email to DA Brooke Jenkins asking what color underwear she had on. The office said Friday. The message sent by victim advocate Jovan Thomas was emailed to Jenkins and the rest of the office. That's the best part. It was not only sent to...
Dude, if this was like an executive assistant, or you know what I'm saying, that is the biggest fuck up you can do as an executive assistant.
I can't imagine ever even. I can't imagine sending an email like that from a work email.
You know, yeah,
even if it was a joke.
That just made me think. Could you? Okay, in the sleaziest jobs out there. Right, or company, sorry, I should say, and the sleaziest CEOs that exist. Could you imagine what their executive assistants have seen, like as far as communications? Oh, dude,
yeah.
I would love to speak.
But dude, don't they all like have like crazy like NDAs that they signed and shit?
I don't know, probably.
They have to. If they don't, dude, that's on the fucking like exec, man.
Yeah.
Like,
because I mean, like, dude, it's like those assistants are gonna see some shit that it's like, are you gonna fucking keep them up?
Like senators or like you know, Congress members, assistants.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
You can just call them criminals if you want. So.
Okay, yeah, you know. I didn't want to jump any fucking jump to any conclusions or anything like that, you know?
Yeah. So copies of the message were leaked and appeared on X, formerly Twitter. Ugh, can't fucking stand formerly Twitter. Can we put
that in?
Just word it as X/Twitter and be fucking done with it.
I would be down with that.
Can we put X, formerly known as Twitter, on the embargo list?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I'm
down with that. Yeah.
Also, what is it? Are we just posting now? We're not tweeting? Are we Xing? What are we doing?
So I heard it was slashing.
Whoa.
It is not.
No, I'm just saying I heard it was slashing.
Real?
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying I heard it referred to as slashing.
At you for telling me that.
Oh my god.
Like, I hate that.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna say I'm scissoring.
Oh god.
There you go.
There's even an emoji for that.
Exactly.
You can just put the scissor.
I'm about to.
That's a good point.
What's up?
Yeah, I like it. So the exact wording of the email reads, what color panties you have on? Literally, that was it. This is the sad part about, or well, depressing part about this, but we'll get back into the more fun part. The subject line of the email, which appears undated in an image on the social media platform, mentions an event commemorating Matthew Shepard, a murdered gay college student whose proposed U.S. postal stamp is set to receive an endorsement from the Board of Supervisors on January 30th. So it was a fucking thread under that. It's like, geez, dude. Like, even if you are going to attempt to make a really fucking shit joke, like, dude, just like
read the room.
Yeah, like what? So Thomas could not be reached, no shit, for comment on Friday. And then they basically just said, guess what? Oh no, this is what he said. This is what
give me your best corporate excuse. Let's hear it.
Yeah, right.
Best corporate apology.
In another email, in another screenshot or email screenshot posted to X, Thomas apologized after sending the email saying that it was sent in jest. I don't understand how that could be sent in jest.
Nope. That's something you say out loud and it's still a bad joke, but at least you didn't leave a fucking email trail.
Digital fucking footprint of it, man. So, quote, good afternoon, everyone. While texting back and forth with my fraternity brother, I sent a very inappropriate email.
Oh fuck! I could see that happening.
I sincerely
I
apologize.
could see me accidentally sending a shitpost email to like
Really?
a client. I could see it.
Oh no. Okay. I don't know.
I don't send shitpost stuff from my work emails ever though. Like I'll send it from my own email.
Well, so my question though, why wouldn't you just be texting him? He said while texting back and forth.
You can text on your computer.
Yeah, but that doesn't send
I
me
know.
an email.
There's
Right?
a completely different action that needs to be taken to send
where
an
I wasn't. But
Sorry, go ahead.
There's a whole completely a different action that needs to be taken to send the email, right? Like you can't just be
But I mean,
what I
Teams
thought,
and then like
I've had
bam.
friends that can't have their phones out at work, like depending on like government clearance and stuff, but they can email. So we'll email like it's a text thread all day.
Oh, okay.
Or
I just haven't.
Like I've had that before. Just like say if you've got a shitty phone battery, like those days.
So, yeah, right.
Like,
My Razor's dad texts me or email me.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to defend
was.
this guy though, because I don't think that's what he did.
Nah.
I have a hard time believing
Yeah, I don't
that
think
personally,
I
but
can see it. It's the best argument he could come up with for sure. But I don't think so.
I feel like I would also put while emailing back and forth with my fraternity brother personally, but like, that's because then he says I sent a very inappropriate email.
Yeah.
But he said texting previously. So I don't know.
He may have just meant them interchangeably. Like if you do just send like short emails all day, you think of it as texting.
I think that I've developed autism to the point to where like if you don't say what you mean, I don't fucking get you. Like no, I'm just saying like I read it as what it is, you know? So I sincerely apologize to everyone. Please know this is not who I am as a person, as I carry myself with respect and dignity.
I am only jokingly asking my frat bro what color panties he's wearing.
Exactly.
This
like
does not indicate a whole 4 years and probably prior 4 years of my actions and or reputation amongst my closest friends.
Oh man.
This is not a facade the way I present myself to you, by the way.
Yeah.
This is what I'm reading between the lines.
Yeah, dude. But anyway, that's about all I got for that one, man. I just I don't know. I mean, like after Allie telling me what she's told me or told us or whatever, maybe I can kind of understand, but I still this is a hard sell.
Yeah.
This apology is a hard sell.
How old was this politician?
They're not a politician. This
whole time
was a staffer for a DA in San Francisco.
Okay.
So I would if I had to guess, I would say probably 20s.
Probably.
Something like that.
Young enough to know the difference between texting and emailing is what I'm getting at. And saying texting and emailing. Because someone younger than 30 would say texting, like they would, I don't know, in my mind.
They probably wouldn't even use the word email.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or even know what email stands for. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm here to apologize about my United States Postal Service correspondence with my previous colleagues. Mm-hmm. That's about as far as.
I sent you a long form cursive written letter, so you probably can't read it.
By quill, I wrote a letter.
Your print? I know no one can read your cursive.
Could you imagine? Okay, this is just going into other territory in my mind. Could you imagine like embarrassing not even World War, Civil War letters?
Just like that, those juicy letters that they were sending back and forth from the battlefield.
But of course, it'd be classy as fuck, though. There's no way you'd have this
like
one.
Bertha.
People were still horny back then. They just weren't.
Yeah, you. I mean, you'd have this one horny guy from Boston that was just like, just in the raw with it. But obviously, I don't know.
Bertha, to feel your moist loins would just make me happier than a lark.
Moist loins.
To feel your moist loins wetter than a Thanksgiving turkey. I miss it so much.
Oh. No.
I'm so mad that I cut the clip before that. Oh, here, I'll redo it. There we go.
God.
Oh my God.
All right. So let me tell you about more OnlyFans news because that's where I live, apparently.
Oh man. So glad that like your beat is like
My beat.
in more ways. I was gonna say in more ways than one is OnlyFans. So that makes me happy.
There's a lot of irony in this article. OnlyFans.
The headline itself rules. I'm in.
OnlyFans mom banned from dropping kid off at Christian school because car promoted her page. So, this woman has her OnlyFans handle and the OnlyFans logo on the back of her car.
It takes up the whole back window.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. And of course, this is a Florida person.
Dude, she needs to drive a Dodge Ram.
What's she doing?
She's
in
currently
a
in a Dodge Durango.
She ain't dodging much.
So.
It's a Durango. I was going with a Dodge. Nah,
Yeah.
Anyway,
She ain't dodging much.
That's what I just said.
Oh shit! I didn't hear
I didn't
you.
hear it either.
Sorry, it must have cut out.
Anyway, so let me zoom back in for my old ass.
Don't zoom in on your old ass.
Fellow parents have complained that a mom of 3 is promoting adult material by advertising her OnlyFans account on the boot of her car. Michelle Klein, again, was banned. A mom of 3. She's 35. She is now forced to walk her children across a busy road to drop them off and pick them up. And some parents are even complaining to get her family expelled from the Christian primary school altogether. The entrepreneurial mother does not believe her spicy business venture should be judged so harshly, pointing out that people are offended, quote, by all sorts of things, unquote, and she does what she needs to support her family. Michelle, who previously worked as a beautician in assisted living facilities, first launched her OnlyFans account, which featured explicit contents of her and her husband 3 years ago, and has been very lucrative, ranking up to a whopping £15,000 a month.
Man, that's legit.
What's that equivalent in freedom dollars?
Freedom dollars. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess it's probably around somewhere between 17 and 20.
I don't know.
I don't know how well the pound's doing currently.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I haven't.
Are you looking it up?
I haven't been.
Yeah, $19,000.
Oh,
damn. Okay, a month. Fuck. All right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Up to. She probably did that 1 month.
That's true.
Well, this is what she told the New York Post. We always were into cameras in our bedroom, so we said, "Hey, let's make some money off this." That's where it all starts, baby.
Man, I don't get it. I don't
No.
get the filming yourself stuff. Like even like I don't want to watch myself later.
No.
I can't imagine someone else wanting to watch me. Other than this glorious podcast with all my clothes on.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Thank you for railing that back in on the clothes back on.
Reeling it back in.
No, railing. We're railing
No.
that back.
No.
Jesus, please don't make me
I'm
rail.
sticking to it.
Camera.
I've never seen this expression before. To draw in the punters. Klein has placed it
Because it's British
Oh.
and you don't know any British phrases, which you talk about every fucking week.
That's true. Klein has placed a large advertising sticker on the trunk of her car, which is the back window, with her OnlyFans account address, which has caused quite a stir among her fellow parents at her children's private religious school. See, that is the thing. it's a private school. Most private schools are religiously affiliated. So I feel like this would have already been a known thing, right? Like, hey, this may be causing some kind of commotion. Am I alone in that?
I mean, people
I'm
may
not
not
sure.
have known about it. Like, why would
Honestly,
they?
I don't know what the fucking problem is. She's not associated with the school.
No, but they're not gonna want a big old OnlyFans sticker in the pickup line.
It's probably because a lot
get
of their
that, but it's
husbands
like,
are looking
dude,
at it.
I mean, hey, man, is that not like, would that not kind of fall under freedom of speech kind of shit? That
Yeah,
it's like,
but they don't care. Like, people at a public school would be pissed about this. You get into people paying like private school tuition.
okay, well, I'm just saying, like, I don't see the issue.
The
personally.
rules between public and private school are completely different. Like, private schools can just do whatever the fuck they want, really.
Well, so okay. Well, then if I was her, I'd be like, okay, do you guys have some kind of like policy that it's like,
All she has to do is just make a huge donation, and they would be just fine with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
we don't even know if the school has an issue with it. It's talking about the other parents.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Probably not,
Very good
because
point.
she probably donates some. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
the headmaster.
They're like, oh,
probably,
you guys talking about Piper Fund? Yeah, our number one donor.
the
We love
headmaster.
her.
The headmaster probably subscribes and is a top donor. So, despite some campaigns for her kids to be kicked out of the school, and being aware that her chosen career may lead to them being bullied by fellow students, Florida mom Michelle says she and her husband are teaching them a good lesson. She said, "We've been open with them about what we do. If there are any issues at school, we'll tell them to ignore it, not to talk about it." She also went on to explain that the couple filmed videos at a studio away from the home and their children. However, other parents are insisting that Michelle is promoting pornography on school grounds and is in violation of the school's Christian code of conduct. Reportedly, last year, one of the students was even expelled for looking up her OnlyFans page on his phone while on school grounds. That's on your kid, bro, and that's on you.
Well, dude, and that's my, like, honestly, this is the thing. If she chooses that, that's fine. There's shit that comes there are repercussions that come with every fucking choice.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? Hey, your kids, if you have a big ass thing on the back of your car, guess what? Their classmates are probably going to fucking Google it or whatever.
Absolutely.
I mean, my God. And then it's like,
In my
okay.
day, you just wrote songs about Stacy's mom, but now you're looking her up. Like,
Now
you're
you
right
may-
there. You're like, y'all seen Stacy's mom?
Now you may even get a
There's
chance
shit
to
going on.
You may even
Look,
be
I
able,
can show you she's getting it on.
you may be able to collab with Stacy's mom nowadays, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, so, of course, the school has not commented. The school is yet to publicly comment. Let's see. After complaints from the school community, administrators told Michelle she could no longer drive her car on school grounds and instead had to use the the parking lot across the street. She has complained with the She has complained with the order.
Complied.
I said complained, didn't I? She
Twice.
has complied with the order, which was issued last month, but is adamant that her kids have the right to remain at the school. A fellow parent at the Liberty Christian Preparatory School, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, no, that's basically a lot of people are demanding that she or her kids should no longer be allowed to be at the school, basically, like literally expelled.
I feel like this is just one of these things that it's like, dude, all actions have, repercussions, period.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, sorry you're having to deal with this.
And like, probably
do
if
that,
you kept it quiet, they wouldn't really care. Like,
Yeah.
But you got this huge sticker on the back of your car.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a fucking Mary Kay sticker.
Yes,
like,
that's
you
what
know
it
what I'm
looks like.
saying?
And you
So
can put your Instagram handle and then in the Instagram link to it or something.
Well,
That'd be
that's-
different than just a straight.
That's the gray area, which this next short paragraph gets into, is that a fellow parent, Lexi Thomas, she's a parent influencer, with over 220,000 followers, has taken to TikTok to demand the family's expulsion during the video in which she flashed explicit still images of Klein's account. Yeah, because that's not free advertising.
Yeah, right.
Thomas said, quote, "She can do whatever she wants on her own time. I have no problem with that. But we're talking about a school and my kids seeing this. That's a different issue," unquote. Well, Lexi, it's on you to talk to your kids about what they're searching on the internet.
She doesn't say my kids. She just says kids. She's talking
whatever.
about the kids at school.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah, well,
But
it's up to
yeah,
the
I mean,
parents. Like, come on.
It's, yeah, I just, oh man, I'm telling you. A lot of this shit just seems like it's like, oh my God, protect the kids, protect the kids. It's like, hey, parents, fucking do your jobs.
Yeah, like do any parenting.
Stop asking everybody else to parent your fucking children for you.
Yeah.
Why has my week been long? Because I've been fucking parenting my child. Like literally, that's why my week's been long. It's been a long ass fucking week because my kid's been a fucking mess. So like, hey, guess what? I signed up for it. So there's good weeks, there's bad weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
this is just silly to me.
Yeah, I had different thoughts about this. It's like, okay, yeah, it's a private school. I get it. They're going to complain, right? It's a religious school. Okay, I see that happening, and she expected that, but she's complying by dropping her kids off on foot, like from across the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
But whenever the argument comes into play about, well, other kids are going to, like, dude, I'm on that page of like, well, it's your job to tell your kids if this comes up to fucking not do it. Why does your kid have access to a credit card to be able to see these images?
Well, don't some of them have like free shit?
Yes.
Yeah, and like she's got an Instagram and stuff too. Like
I don't know. I think that like there was some, wasn't there a girl that like had huge tits or something that like you looked up, Larry, and you actually got like free images or some shit? I can't remember. We covered something.
she had crazy implants.
Yeah, that was just like crazy.
Yes. Yes, but I'm not going to comment on how I saw them.
Okay. Anyway, point is, she saw him, and you probably didn't have to pay for it. So, okay. Oh well. Oof. All right. Anyway, getting into the weeds over here. So, point is that it's like, all these people that are like, oh my God, why are you not saving my kids from this? And it's like, why are you not saving your own fucking kids from this?
Yeah.
Like, dude, tell them not to do it. And if they do it, guess what? Fucking take shit away. Oh, you like that phone? Guess what? You don't have it anymore because you looked up fucking Piper Fawn on OnlyFans.
But I mean,
they'll have
a kid may not know what OnlyFans is.
True.
Goes to it because the kid sees it on the back of the car, and then it's like, oh,
He's like, I'm a sports fan.
Yeah, I mean, there are good points on both sides. It's just one of those situations where, again, OnlyFans comes under question, like regarding public stuff. You know what I'm saying?
no, what?
So like the teachers that had a private OnlyFans account, it got brought up into their public persona, right? You know.
Yeah, man, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really know what's going on with OnlyFans, to be honest. I feel like this is almost like it's almost like we hear so much about OnlyFans that I almost wonder if it's not some kind of an attack from some direction. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're the only ones that like, what up, fucking Pornhub? It's free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all these different websites are fucking free for legit pornography. They're not fucking, you know. I guess they also don't have it on the back of their car as they drop their child off. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just it's just really weird to me that OnlyFans just keeps getting pointed out.
I guess it comes down to that amateur exclusivity type scenario. You know what I'm saying? It's like it could be anyone that you know. It could be a friend from high school. It could be a coworker or a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or a co-host. I'm just kidding. See, on the back of this hat is my OnlyFans.
So Matt,
You gotta subscribe to the Patreon we don't have for that
Matt
to
Redding,
even see the link.
Yeah.
Matt Redding, was he talking about the teacher, Mary? Oh no, the big titty girl. Okay, got it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Hey, that's right.
yeah.
That's what we're referring to as past notes from listening to.
I know, dude.
Was Mary Magdalene.
Matt over here, just keeping us in check. Yeah.
Dude,
go.
no, I love it. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, man. Like, holy hell. I don't know, man. This shit is just like, I don't know. I feel like it's drummed up to be a lot more than it is. It's a bunch of people getting upset that she's got that on the back of her car, and probably like a couple students fucking Googled it.
Yeah.
I would not think that it would be like, I guarantee you a lot more kids in that school know what the fuck OnlyFans is than the ones that don't know what OnlyFans.
Well, also you have to think, like, typically Christian academies have grades K through 12. At least in my experience, like in the town that I grew up in, that was the case, where every student went to the same building throughout their whole education. So it could be that the older students may know and the younger ones don't. So again, there's that influence. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I went through a K through 8 school, and that was fucking public out in Granger.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. Well, there were in our day.
Yeah. And I mean, like, dude, literally a kid got pregnant at school.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that
literally,
was a big
they went out in
deal
the
back
woods.
then. Yeah.
Yeah, they went out in the woods and just banged, and like she got pregnant, you know? And it's like, oh, everybody fucking knew it was happening, you know? Nobody gave a shit because whatever.
There's nothing to do in Granger County.
Dude, it was drugs, drink, and fuck. So there you go. The trifecta. So anywho, yeah, man. You got anything else for that one, dude?
No, that was it pretty much.
All right. Let's check our sorry.
Whoop.
Let's do like one more and then probably wrap for the normal episode if that's cool with you guys.
And I do two really, really short, quick ones.
No, absolutely.
And then one.
Okay.
So,
pack it in. Let me begin. I'm just kidding.
Larry sent me an update of
I don't even know if this is the lyrics.
They're close, yeah. Larry sent me an update of the Kansas City Chiefs fans that thing, and the guy who hosted the watch party has checked into rehab, which.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't think it says what for, but he's I imagine not doing well, you know, just mentally and stuff. Also all the news, and I think I said it I think I initially said it too, that the guys froze to death. We don't know if they froze to death. Like, they don't have the autopsies back yet. They don't have like the tox reports or anything. So, and
well, if they laid out there, they did. But we don't know if that's actually what killed him, right?
I mean, they found him 2 days later. So, like, they could have, you know, overdosed and then turned into Deadsicles.
Yeah. Oof.
It's rough. Why'd I say that?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. And then way down in this article, it's like, the deceased men's toxicology reports are still pending, but 2 of them were supposedly seen arriving at his house with 2 30-packs of beer. Man, let these people live.
Dude.
Come on, dude.
Have they ever? Yeah, have they ever like watched a fucking NFL game?
Right.
In order to keep interested, you need 2 30-packs of beer.
Yeah.
Like for 2 people.
Plus, there were 5 guys there. Like, those 2 may have brought all the beer.
That's a good point.
Which 60 beers over 5 people?
It's 12.
It's not as crazy as 30 a person.
No, I mean 12 beers. Who hadn't crushed that in a night?
And then another update: the guy that Alabama was going to put to death with nitrogen gas that happened Thursday.
Okay.
So I'm at the concert and I'm like refreshing the news to see whether they did it because I'm me.
Yeah.
But they did. The jury's kind of still out on whether it was humane or not because
Because we were talking about how like it would seems like it would be almost like suffocating him, right?
Yeah. And it said that He appeared to remain conscious for several minutes. For at least 2 minutes, he appeared to shake and writhe on the gurney, sometimes pulling against the restraints. I'm like, at what point is it humane, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, Wes did just comment, show title, Deadsicles.
Yeah, I saw that.
Damn it.
I was trying to comment back, but I had to go through
And then
2FA
an actual
again.
story. I mentioned to you a while back about the Sleepy Time tea being a cult, right?
Well, yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
I've been floating it in my own notes for a while. Larry, have you ever heard about this?
Yeah, I saw some TikToks about it. Yes.
Yep, muted.
Just muted all the hell.
Yep. Go ahead and unmute. Yeah, it literally has a big muted sign at the bottom.
Okay, so yeah, I heard. I saw a few TikToks about it, and yeah, that's about as far as I got on it.
Okay. Okay, good. So Sleepy Time tea with the bear on it.
Celestial Seasonings.
Celestial Seasonings.
Or is it Celestial Seasons?
It's Celestial Seasonings.
Okay.
Yeah. So Celestial Seasonings is America's #1 tea manufacturer. Now you're not muted, Larry.
Anyhow, take it away, Allie.
Seasonings is America's #1 tea manufacturer based in Boulder, Colorado. They make every kind of herbal tea that you can think of, and they rake in about $100 million a year. Their Sleepy Time tea is the #1 best-selling specialty tea of all time. It's a bold claim.
Dude, my mom has drank that stuff since ever since I can remember seeing her drink tea.
I've seen it in the stores forever, but I never tried it till I was way adult. I was probably 10 years ago or something.
It's good.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's
Do you like it?
Not as much after this. No, they I think it's just the having a warm little bevy before bed. I don't think it's anything, but
yeah, I'm with you.
The iconic drink is packaged with a cute bedtime bear on the box, and like all of their tea, it includes an inspirational message on the tea bag. They attract more than 100,000 visitors each year on their tea tour, and the company's headquarters is considered one of the top free travel destinations in the U.S.
Oh, it's a free travel destination. I like that price.
So, do you get to visit the entire facility?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. And also, I didn't know it was in Colorado.
No, me either.
That's cool.
A lot of weird stuff is out of Colorado.
Makes sense.
Especially Colorado Springs is the evangelical capital of the world.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Wow.
A lot of weird
I would not have
and stuff.
thought that.
It's its own little place.
Really?
It's different than the rest of the state.
Interesting. Yeah.
So in the website, it says that the company was founded in 1969 by a group by a group of hikers, and it featured herbs handpicked by founder Mo Siegel in the Rocky Mountains. So he became the company's president, and then they merged with Kraft. I didn't know Kraft owned it.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it's like Nabisco, man. It owns half the grocery store.
Wow.
There was a corporate buyback, and then Siegel returned from retirement for over a decade to again lead the company. So there was an original story on this in 2015 on a website called inverse.com. And I've just barely heard it mentioned a couple times recently. I'm like, why does no one know about this?
Yeah.
This guy, this Mo Siegel guy, and another early Celestial Seasonings employee named John Hay had this religious text that they have. It's 2,000 pages, and it's called the Urantia book, and it appeared in Chicago sometime between 1924 and 1955. It's been published by the Urantia Foundation ever since 1955, which Mo Siegel is the president of it too.
Huh.
So sketchy.
Yeah.
The foundation exists to publish the Urantia book and to ensure the ideas in the book are spread. And it even refers to it in the book as a cult. They've rebranded it a little, but yeah. The book claims to be a transmission of extraterrestrial wisdom.
That's just
extraterrestrial wisdom.
Yes. Tom DeLong has entered the chat.
Right.
It obscures the fact that it was written by a regular human person with fallible, dated ideas about science and philosophy, among other things. So there's a whole list on Wikipedia of debunked scientific information on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of dry. It's a lot of random wrong ideas about astronomy.
Yeah.
With the little eugenics, a lot of eugenics peppered in there. Just normal stuff that you do. There's a they think that the book was probably written by a Chicago physician and student of Freud named William Sadler, who had already been involved in other cults.
Wait, that name sounds so familiar. Why does that sound so familiar? William Sadler.
He
man.
ran the Moody Bible Institute.
God.
I don't know, man.
That just sounds so familiar. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know. It does sound familiar. I don't know.
Yeah.
He claims that the content of the book actually came from a neighbor who was in an unconscious hypnotic state when he gave the statements in the book. Dude, how much did he talk? It's 2,095 pages. What?
Wow.
He claimed that the man was being channeled by aliens. I love this.
Okay.
Later on, it came out that parts of the Urantia book were discovered to be plagiarized from other texts. Sadler was interested in race eugenics, a field of study that seeks to remove inferior kinds of people from the gene pool. A lot of it says that Nordic people are the ideal human race. Like, you should have blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh.
There's some history with that, I think I've heard of.
Yeah.
It's been a
Blonde hair, blue eyed people.
So, wait, where does that sound so familiar?
It's
pretty
right on the
prominent
little
thing.
mustache.
Yeah, little mustache and that
Ah.
like little symbol, the spiraling, you know.
Yeah,
Weird.
Pretty prominent.
Nordic people are the ideal, and getting rid of other races would, quote, enable us to get rid of the undesirables who crowd our jails, hospitals, and insane asylums.
Yikes.
Sadler's wife, also a physician, once wrote that eugenics would eliminate, this is one big quote, at least 90% of crime, insanity, feeble-mindedness, moronism, and abnormal sexuality, not to mention many other forms of defectiveness and degeneracy. Thus, within a century, our asylums, prisons, and state hospitals would be largely emptied of their present victims of human woe and misery.
Okay.
Guys,
I think I was thinking of
guys.
I was thinking of Margaret Sanger.
A
Sorry.
little different.
Yeah. Well, but they were still into eugenics.
Fair.
So that was the anyway.
Urantia book claims that there are 6 human races: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and indigo. And
What about Violet?
doesn't get that dark apparently.
Oh, damn it.
Because indigo is black people, and the book says that that's the most inferior race. And eugenics is a way to remedy the existence of inferior races, which they say are responsible for the existence of disease. There's so many layers to this.
This is fucking Celestial Seasonings?
This is Celestial Seasonings president who runs this fucking cult.
Wait, currently?
Yes.
Oh, wow. My mom's going to be so disappointed that she's going to Hey, maybe she should try out that yogi tea.
Whatever, you can still drink the tea, but like I've seen people get tattoos of the bear, and I'm like, don't get tattoos of the bear.
Oh my god, that's like, oof, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The company was co-founded by and under the leadership of Urantia Foundation president Mo Siegel for decades. The official story of the company's name was that it was a flower name for one of the other founders.
This is fucking gnarly.
It's so much.
What? This is like, this almost deserves its own fucking untethered. Like,
I'm almost to the end of
no.
it.
I'm just saying, like, it's
There's
just
so much.
wild. It's
Yeah.
fucking wild. So,
Celestial Seasonings, though, may be literally just referring to sprinkles of wisdom from aliens.
Again, Tom DeLong has entered the chat.
oh my god, this is so fucking out. This is like
It sounds
not.
like I just lost the plot writing some bullshit.
It's almost like.
Right this.
Well, it's like somebody like a defector from Scientology like hooked up with a Nazi.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, it's like that's what the fucking sounds like.
And then the ideas in the Urantia book were the inspiration for the uplifting quotes we print on the side of our tea boxes and on our tea bag tags.
Wow.
So they wrap this up saying, is it a shady company? It's hard to say. Like, that book was so influential in the early company culture that its ideas might still be baked in. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the best case scenario is that your sleepy time tea comes with an inspirational tea tag that was derived from a racist eugenics book written by aliens.
Jeez,
Wow.
dude.
Wow.
What the
Wow.
fuck? That was a
Wow.
delight. I'm sorry. That was just so fun to like even see.
Yeah.
That is fucking incredible.
Yeah. What a time to be alive.
Holy hell. Like, honestly, I can't wait because I literally just bought 3 things of this tea and
Yeah.
I can't, that's just insane. Like,
I used
that's
to think
where
it was like sugar cookie flavor. Did you ever have that?
No, I got the, there's a honey sleepy time and then
Yeah.
there's an extra sleepy time. And then there's the sleepy time that I bought. Like
had
I
the
bought all
extra.
3 of those. I
Yeah.
hadn't seen the sugar. Or did you say sugar
I
cookie?
think so.
Yeah,
I'm trying
it
to
sounds
think.
great.
They have 105 varieties of tea.
Not sleepy time though.
Damn.
Just from Celestial Seasonings.
Yeah.
And 2.1
got-
million tour visitors.
Dude, they've got some really good teas.
They do.
Really do. But I'll tell you, Colts make the best teas.
And the best Kool-Aid
see.
or Flavor Aid.
Dude,
They make the best steeping liquids.
there's so many. There's a sleepy time lavender. Oh,
sounds pretty good.
I'll be getting that. There's a melatonin one.
Oh.
I like it. I like
There's
it.
a sleepy time throat tamer. Your mom has entered the chat. Sleepy time vanilla. All right.
No, dude, honestly, Megan needs that one. We always get
Hold
throat
up.
coat.
I do love throat coat.
Throat coat from
Yeah.
fucking oh my god, herbal something. I can see the box, but it's really fucking good. It's throat coat
Coat.
lemon echinacea.
By Traditional Medicinals.
That's what it is, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so good. If you've got a cough or a sore throat or something, holy shit!
I am
It
down.
knocks that out so fast.
Celestial Seasonings makes one called Throat Cooler, and it's got a koala with like little mint leaves around it.
That's hilarious. Mint leaves. Ooh, that's interesting. I thought
Menthol
mint-
for a cooling sensation.
Ah, okay. Menthol. Because I was gonna say I thought that like peppermint and like spearmint and all the mints.
Yeah.
Not menthol, but
Right.
like the mints. I always thought that those actually made coughs worse. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no clue.
What are we doing
All right,
here?
so-
Research? What? No.
Well, not when I'm just fucking going from rote memory. So where are we headed from here, Allie? Because
Are we doing an untethered?
Yes.
So we just wrapping?
Oh, I thought you had. I thought.
No, I just did the update
Oh, you
on
did the update in this. Okay.
execution and the.
I don't know. What do you guys want to
the
do?
Deadsicles
Shit.
show.
I don't care, Larry. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do an untethered. We haven't had one in a while, and I need a potty break.
All right, that sounds good.
Can we hop back on live for it? Should we?
We can, yeah, for sure.
We can. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd work.
So if anybody is on live and wants to keep hanging out, we'll just take like a couple minutes to go pee and then we'll be back.
Yep. There you go. All right. So I do have to do our little outro thing, so I can. Or do I have to do that live, or does it matter?
It doesn't.
It doesn't fucking matter. I'll just go ahead and do it, and because it'll take 2 seconds. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 287 of the Tether Radio podcast. You've been listening for right around an hour and 40 minutes. I hope it didn't feel like that, because honestly, it always feels like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes for me.
Yeah.
So-
Sure.
But anywho, if you want to hit us up and let us know what you guys thought about the episode, you can shoot us an email at tetherradio or tetherradio at tetherradio at gmail.com. That's tetherradio at gmail.com. And then all of our socials and stuff will go out with the newsletter on Monday with the this full episode.
And they're in the show notes.
Show notes.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was attempting
That's
to.
what you meant.
Yes. I'm trying to get back into the rhythm, the rhyme. You know, it's bobsled time. Anybody?
No.
No?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Cool Runnings, everybody. All right. Anyway, so if you want to hit us up on the socials, you should probably go to tetherradio.substack.com.
Yep.
And look at our. I had to look at Allie because, like, honestly, I'm like woo, jumbled mess in my head. But yeah, so go there, sign up for the newsletter, and it will come to you. So sign up for it. You can hit us up on all those socials, all that jazz. Everything's great. Thank you for joining us for right around an hour and 40 minutes for episode 287. I'm Daniel.
I'm Allie.
And I'm Larry. And what I will say for the live viewers right now is if you will give us about a few minutes, I will put up a new live notification because I do have to end this session to start a new one.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, we thank you guys for tuning in live, and we thank all of you later listeners. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Be sure to check out The Untethered on Wednesday. And until then, take it easy, friendos.
Bye. Please clap.